This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Right here, run away from that nigga superstar niggas over there.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Okay, he was smart enough to come up out of that.
Check. 36. Look, squeeze.
See what happens.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Bust through the tackle. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A huge play there right off the bat. 51 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. On second down, here's Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. Now Barkley stripped of the football, and the Redskins scoop it. He's at the 50, the 40, and a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Hey, go, Roger. Rush in. Wide. Get wide. Greystone, travel. Down.
Following the fumble recovery, Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
41 Mike. Hey, Steve 6. What we got?
Now Keenum. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
I don't know, nigga.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Keenum. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Dexter Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because of...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, 79 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Keenum now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Quinn. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he finds the tight end, Reed. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, easy. Hey, let's go. 4th one. All right, 53. Okay.
Again, Keenum. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 39 yards. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 77 yards. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here.
Boy, that nigga just
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Keenum going to throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Ready? 90 Wolf. I'm coming for you. You must shoot.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Forced out to his left. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, you know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Now Keenan. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. Well, Charles, as we peek back to week 1, what would you say were the positives for some teams or individuals that you took away?
Well, it started on opening night. Green Bay and their defense, not necessarily Aaron Rodgers and what they did going into Chicago and winning. Kansas City, they picked right up where they left off with Patrick Mahomes. Explosive on offense. How about Baltimore and Lamar Jackson? He's not just a single-wing tailback, folks. He's a quarterback. And Tennessee, going into Cleveland, Marcus Mariota, Derrick Henry, put up 43 points on the Browns.
53.
Throwing on 1st down is Keenum. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the red zone, it's Keenum. And it's complete. What a catch at the 7. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Get out of here.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Thompson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Adrian Peterson, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd and 10. Keenum here again. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
First down, Redskins.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Take 2.
Working from the gun, Keenum. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Keenum again to Thompson on the screen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. To throw, it's Keenum. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And now look at him go. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 89 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. On that long touchdown, look, the pass was fine, but it was short. What Saquon did after the catch, that's impressive.
And that's just demoralizing if you're on the defensive side of the ball, too, because if he catches a short one, that's your opportunity to tackle him, put him on the ground, and get up for the next down. Instead, he makes a move, he makes people miss, he runs through tackles, he spins, he jukes, and he continues to run because once he gets into the open field and turns it loose, he can fly.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd and 10, Keenum trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive. 3rd down. Spectacular catch. Turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. Keenum now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Keenum to throw again. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Again, they'll throw with Keenum. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame, there to get a hand in.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. Hey, 50. Hey, check Mike 21. 5. Too little, cut. Hey, check Mike 21.
3rd and long. It's Keenum. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible.
And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The partner, I want to revisit week 1. I got your positive takeaways from the first week of the NFL season. How about the bad stuff?
Well, let's pump the brakes a little bit on the Super Bowl celebration in Cleveland.
Yeah.
They have to win some games first, and maybe now that's the best thing that could have happened to them. Maybe they can settle in because that's a good roster. Miami, we suspected it was going to be rough. I don't know that we suspected that bad on opening day. Jacksonville, the defense is supposed to carry this team. They got torched by Kansas City. And Pittsburgh just didn't show up against New England. And I don't think we expected that at all because I thought Pittsburgh's defense was really good in the preseason.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Jones on 1st and 10. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Cody Latimer, 44 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Rosas good with the extra point. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Alec Ogletree came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw, Keenum. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
Check. Lucky.
Keenum. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. They'll try and run it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. Need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Check 55, Mike. Hey, go.
From the gun, Jones. It's caught, Shepard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones to Shepard, complete over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 43. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Jones off the play fake. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field.
Jones, off play action. Flush to his right. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. On 2nd and goal, Jones. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go.
After the interception, here's Keenum. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hey, check. Hey, take 53, 55. Check back. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. You.
Keenum. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.
Know what time is it? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money.